Tonight on The Voice AfterBuzz, we are in the lives. We got Team Christina. We got Team Blake. They have 6 people. We have to come down to 3. People are eliminated. It's crazy. We're going to talk about it, do predictions, and more. So stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
I like the rhythm of this one.
Right?
It's pretty cool. Blast it. Keep it going, Jimbo. Yes. You are listening to this, and you are listening to us as we talk about The Voice AfterBuzz live on AfterBuzzTV.com, on the AfterBuzz TV YouTube page. You are liking and subscribing. Listen on SoundCloud and iTunes. Telling your friends about the wonderful world of AfterBuzz as we begin the live rounds. The live rounds are here. That's right, and we're going to talk about it. Welcome, everybody. I am Christian Rosenberg. Follow me on Twitter at RealRosenberg. The Instagram at TheRosenberg. And guys, Jason is off this week. Steven is off this week. But we have a brand new host joining the Voice team. Hey, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hey, y'all. My name's Megan Boykoff. You can follow me on Twitter at Megan Boykoff or Facebook. Megan Boykoff.
There you go.
Pretty straightforward.
Megan Boykoff, welcome to the AfterBuzz family.
I'm very happy to be here.
I'm sorry that you're stuck with me to start your AfterBuzz journey, but we'll make the best of it.
I've had time to soak it in.
Okay.
And come to terms, so I'm going to be okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's good. We're good.
We have 12 singers to go over with tonight. We're in the lives. We have made it live.
Yes, we have. They're live. We're live. Everyone's live. We're live.
Everyone is live right now.
That's great.
We have Team Christina and Team Blake tonight. They're going over their 6 remaining performers, and they're going to narrow it down to 3.
Yes. Came into the show thinking it was going to be 5 performers, and they switched it up on us.
Yeah, we're going to get into that in a little bit. That's really weird. But we'll get into that shortly. But we'll get into the performances. So first performance of the night was on Team Blake. It was Paxton, and he was singing "How Deep Is Your Love," and
T-Mobile does data different.
And that was a nice ad. But "How Deep Is Your Love" by Paxton. Here's the thing with Paxton. We've talked about him on the show before. He's a very entertaining guy. He has a lot of energy. He's the dance teacher. He does a lot of good work with the stuff. He doesn't have a range. His voice is pretty much the same thing the entire time, and it doesn't help when his song only has like 3 lines in it the entire time.
Yeah, it was pretty repetitive. When he said that he was doing "How Deep Is Your Love," I was like, that doesn't have any room to grow or go anywhere. The message it's kind of messageless. It was tough.
I like that, messageless.
It was messageless. That's a word now, I'm positive.
It happened.
Yeah.
Right here on The Voice exclusive, messageless.
You know what he kept doing? He kept giving us like, hey. And normally I'd be into that, but it was kind of distracting. It was so much of it.
Isn't this song like heavily computerized too?
It's hard to take an EDM song into the pop culture, pop music world.
They never work on these shows.
No.
And it clearly did not work today. I was surprised he got through the battle round. I was more surprised he got through the knockout. And I feel bad because I like him. He's a likable guy.
He is.
And he's
energy.
A talented guy.
Yeah.
Should not go any further. I'm sorry, Paxton.
Cutting him off.
I'm sorry. Don't be mad at me. Blame Megan. She's new. Blame her. Oh, I'm sorry. That was part of the Hayes and I put you under the bus with everyone.
That's true. Okay, that's the last one.
That was only the first one of the night, though.
They've seen.
Oh, yes, that's fair.
Okay.
All right. After Paxton wrapped up, we get the first one from Team Christina. We have Ryan singing "I'm Not the Only One" by Sam Smith. I really thought overall Ryan redeemed himself this week. I did not like his knockout at all. I thought it lacked the passion, it lacked the energy. I still feel like he's having a lot of trouble connecting to the song. Mm-hmm. But he showed a tremendous range.
Yes.
And I thought he overall technically did the song well. Emotionally, no. But it might be good enough to get him over that hump because he's a good-looking young guy. He has good range. The ladies are gonna like him.
The ladies, I will speak for the ladies.
Please speak for the ladies. I shouldn't speak for the ladies.
I mean, you could.
I could.
The ladies like his face. Glasses being taken off. I thought that was a really good note on Christina's part because it does allow us to connect with the eyes a little bit more. Unfortunately, I didn't feel the redemption like you did. I thought it was technically sound. His pitch was, the tone, it was all great. And if I wasn't looking at him and watching him perform, I would be like, oh, great, I would buy that album. But this is a performing show. I wasn't, this is a song full of emotion and story, and I didn't get that from him. Again, I'm like, if you left, I don't think I'd miss you. Except the face, I know.
You missed the face. But just a little, just a little
much.
All right.
Yeah, Ryan Quinn.
Well, yeah, we'll see how he does. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, the crowd, the judges love him.
They all stood up. I said, why are they standing?
I don't know why you started whispering.
I don't want them to hear.
Oh, okay. It was just a secret between us.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
He'll move on. I think he'll move on.
He'll move on to the lives, you think, or he'll move on
He'll move
to
on one more round.
another venture,
Another
endeavor.
He'll move on one more round.
Okay, so
and then to
he'll
another
make
endeavor.
the live, like the live, like as in like it's only America voting after this point.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
After him, we got Katie. Next one from Team Blake. She sang Georgia Rain, and this is your classic country voice.
Yes.
Classic female country, and really natural sound. I'm not a country fan per se, but boom. Okay. I knew we'd get along fine.
Yeah.
If we get along and we agree on a lot, Jason is gonna hate you.
Oh. No, I haven't even met him yet. He already hates me. This is unfortunate news.
Sorry, Jason hate. I mean,
Jason,
I just got a text.
Sorry.
Jason said he hates you. No, because he hates it when him and I agree on stuff.
Oh,
so
sounds very difficult to please.
No. Oh, I love this because that's exactly what Jason is. I love you, Jason. But back to Katie.
Yes.
But yeah, very natural voice. She told a story with the song. I thought she did a great job with it. I thought she's the Midwest Southern vote for a female, because we all know country singers always do well on this show. And she's going to be that female country vote that they go for.
I concur.
Mm-hmm.
I think her tone was beautiful, and she enunciated very well. Thought she told the story. The only thing that distracted me, I don't know if you picked up on this too, or if this is just so picky, is she smiled while she sang a little too much for me. Does that make sense? I was
noticing she was way too happy.
Lyric, yeah. Like she was singing words and smiling. It didn't really match for me. But otherwise, she was great. She was refreshing.
She was one of those just so happy to be there. Can't stop smiling.
Could be, yeah.
And then maybe maybe a few weeks in, if she advances, she'll get used to this spotlight and can actually adjust her emotions a little more than towards the song.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Moving on from her is Team Christina has. Is it pronounced Kata or Kata?
Kata.
Kata. I really need to learn how to pronounce this because I've officially named Kata my wife for this season.
Oh.
Because she's pretty. And
she's a lesbian.
Is she? No, I was. Oh.
That was her girlfriend standing next to the dad in the audience.
Oh, all right.
Did I crush all of your dreams just now?
I'm going to have to find a new wife. All right. I'm just going to cross that out of my notes here.
You can still think she's pretty. I'm just.
Oh, no, I can still think she's beautiful, but she's not she can't be my wife now because she's not interested.
It's a safe assumption.
Yeah, all right. Fair enough. She's saying You Make Me Feel.
You crossed it off your list like you actually.
I wrote my wife as my notes. I did have that on my notes there.
That's tough.
So yeah, Kate is saying You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman. I've been a fan of hers since we first saw her on the show because she has one of those voices you don't normally hear. And on these shows, it's really refreshing because you get your typical run-of-the-mill. You'll get your country, you get your older guy, you'll get your R&B, you'll get this, you'll get that. You'll get your Norah Jones stuff. But then this one is just like, it's got this weird
growl.
Yes. And it entices me. It wants me to hear more of it. It entices me. I mean, no longer for my wife, but as a performer, she entices me.
Yes, that was a good word to use. I think I came up with that word, didn't I? Did you say entices or did I?
I said
she
entices.
Entices you. Okay, yes, it was a good word. I thought I complimented myself for a minute. It's Aretha Franklin. It's like, you gotta be on your stuff to do that song justice, and she did. My only critique is she growled a little too much for me. I was like, I want to hear.
How dare you?
I wanted to hear something more clear and pure, kind of. Regardless, she absolutely killed it. The high note at the end, I was like, wanted to give her a standing ovation. Yeah.
I think this was the best performance of the night, personally.
I agree. This one got me excited. I was like, you make me feel.
Did she?
Like a natural woman.
All right.
Yeah.
There you go.
She was killer. Killed it. Moves very naturally. I was like, she's just feeling the song right now.
I loved how she moved around the stage.
Yeah. She was like rolling and crazy stuff was happening.
She was such a natural and just performing, worked the entire stage, just had a blast with it.
Mm-hmm. She always does.
Yeah. After her, this is when it got interesting. We have Team Christina. We have Nick, who sang Stay. Now, Nick was Christina's comeback. What does that mean, you ask? Well, I'll tell you. I will tell you, Megan, because as always, The Voice changes their rules every season.
Without giving us warning.
Without giving us any warning.
Zero.
None.
Keeping it interesting.
So, normally, you might be asking yourself, hey, I normally follow the show. We usually have 5 people at this point, and they choose 3 to advance into the final 12. Well, this season we had 6, and the reason being, they felt the competition was so fierce. I'll use fierce. I just used it. So fierce this season. I don't know. So tough this season that they allowed every coach to bring back any performer that performed at all in the season, did not have to be in your team. It's like, what the hell is the point of having eliminations?
Seemed messy.
If someone can get past a blind and get knocked out immediately, but now you have a chance of going live and advancing. That is ridiculous.
Felt a little ridiculous. I feel like if they promoted it more or something, if I were ready for it and expecting it, I would have been like, yeah, here it is. It's the whole thing that they're doing. But it was just like, oh, by the way, we've changed everything. Are you ready?
Right.
So, a little jarring.
Nick got chosen by Christina. As you can hear, he's performing Stay by Rihanna. Now, he had a great story with his kid who's adorable, suffering through disability. But then you choose Rihanna, and you're a guy, and you're choosing a song that's pretty much all falsetto, and you're a singer that should not always be in falsetto. You're good, but you should not do this for an entire song. Thanks for playing.
Do you know what's exciting?
What's exciting?
I disagree with you, so Jason just might like me now.
Headphones are off. That's it. I'm done.
I wrote, falsetto is nice. The rest is fine. So you say, singing in all falsetto, don't do that. If you're Adam Levine, that's kind of all you can do, and he's made a whole career out of it. Not to say that Nick should or can, but I thought his falsetto was nice, but it was a little karaoke-y for me, you know?
Yeah.
That shouldn't be on The Voice.
I don't think we disagree too much there.
No, not too much.
Okay.
Sorry,
You
Jason.
scared me for a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm like,
we're
what?
back. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah, same page.
I thought we had to end the show early. After that, we have, on Team Blake, we got Joe with Long Train Runnin'. Now, this is a performer.
Yes.
This guy is fun. I want to see more of this guy.
Heck yeah.
And the combination of Joe on with Blake is just amusing in itself.
Yes, Blake lucked out with this. He lucked out. He needed someone like this on his team because, you know, he's got the whole country thing going on, which is great, but Joe really comes in there and switches things up for him. And Joe was the first performer this episode who got me tapping my foot, which is not hard to do. Whenever I hear music, I'm like grooving along, but I realized he got me moving for the first time this whole episode. The sixth performer in. that just took too long, but he was fantastic.
He reminds me, his voice actually kind of reminds me of Seal.
Okay.
And
yes,
we've had obviously plenty of R&B singers on this show. Some have done better than others. But we haven't really had someone, we have a lot of them that sound like the Chris Brown or the Drake. We don't get someone with like the richness of Seal's voice.
Yes.
And he's got that. And like we say, I mean, you watch a show. I mean, we're just listening to it now, but you watch a show, you can't help but tap your foot and just bop along to it and just have fun with him, because he is owning the stage. Like, very similar how Kata did.
yes.
He's taken over the stage. He's dancing.
He traveled up aisles I didn't know existed on the stage. He was really exploring.
He built aisles during his performance.
With his moves. He was feeling himself. It was great.
Yeah. This guy,
Entertaining.
he super entertaining. This guy better advance. By the way, I think my chair is shrinking as the show goes on. I don't know if you noticed. I've suddenly gotten shorter. I'm just gonna kind of, and now people watching, I'm hiding behind the microphone now. Yeah, he did awesome. And then we go right from there. No commercial break in this time. We jump to another member of Team Blake, Adam, who's singing 7 Spanish Angels. And we were talking earlier about Katie with the country voice. Here's the male countryside. And by the way, I want you at home, Google a photo of the actor Kevin James. And imagine Kevin James with long hair and a beard. It's this guy.
It's spot on. It's spot on. It's crazy.
But yeah, what did you think of him as I adjust my chair?
Okay, he's obviously talented. He's very niche. He's very country. That being said, I think it's going to be hard for him to make it to the end because it's kind of predictable. He's not going to go to Pillow Talk, doing some Zayn.
He should.
That would be exciting and very interesting. But yeah, he's kind of predictable. I'm not sure if it's fair to say that. Predictable's fine when you're that good at what you do.
I partially disagree with you.
Oh, well. Sure.
And the reason is, I think he's very good. I think this guy could end up in the finale. And I think that because there's always a country singer in the finale. and I think he's better than Katie. I think he's the best country singer on the show right now. And he's got the unique look. He's the guitar player. I think he has the most range. I think he can do some current country and then also obviously some classic like Willie here, as well like just the southern rock stuff. So I think he has a little more variety than Katie does, and because of that, I think he could go to the end of this thing.
Weirdly enough, I just think this sounds so weird. I think he's too good. People are gonna write him off like, yeah, you're already a professional.
And we always have one or two of those every season. Like, oh, this guy's a natural. You've already done all these performances. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
And maybe that will happen with him.
Time will tell.
Time will tell. As you point to an imaginary watch. Your watch is on your other hand, but you're pointing to the other hand.
That was the silliest thing I've ever done.
Ever.
And you all got to watch it.
Right here on AfterBuzz TV. After Adam, we have Tamar on Team Christina. Tamar, excuse me. I accidentally wrote an E instead of an A. You don't want to read my handwriting. This is why I'm a very fast typer, because my handwriting is atrocious. Tamar sang Rise Up, and I love her personality, first off. I think she's adorable.
She is adorable.
She's got power. She's got range. She did get a little pitchy.
Yes, she did. She was a little flat.
Especially the first half of the song.
Yes. And that first high note, I feel like she was a little nervous.
Which is natural.
Sure. But when I'm watching you perform on The Voice, I don't want to be thinking, you look nervous. I want to be transported into the words of the song. And this is the song to do it in, Rise Up,
Yeah.
The message is loud.
What was she? Was she holding like a scarf? What was she holding?
It was very distracting. I didn't understand the purpose of. It was a scarf. I'm not sure what it was.
I felt like she was doing magic while she was performing. I didn't understand what she was doing. I liked how Christina made the notes and making it a little more upbeat. I thought it did help her, but again, like the high falsetto, I was just thrown off because it wasn't on there. I thought she was trying too hard, like that. That's just and it's not off by much, just that tad.
Little.
Yes, just
like that. Just.
There you go.
Yeah. Better in rehearsal.
Yes.
She's better in rehearsal.
Definitely better in rehearsal. And again, I like her, and I know, and again, she's super talented. And if she does advance, she'll be just fine. I don't know if she will.
You don't think she'll advance to the next round because of this performance? You question it.
Well, I'll give you my predictions at the end.
Okay.
But I'll just leave you with that.
But he looks worried. Okay.
I look worried. That's just my natural look. I just naturally look worried about everything.
Just all the time.
What's going on?
That's exhausting.
Why is there a microphone in front of me? I don't know what's happening.
Where am I? Who am I? Your name's on your shirt. Don't worry.
Oh, that's right.
Don't get too confused.
If I get confused on who I am, I just look down at my shirt because I'm narcissistic. All right. Mary from Team Blake. She sings Rose Garden. My first question is, what the hell is she wearing? She's a very attractive woman.
She is.
I have no problem with very attractive women wearing short dresses. I'm a guy. I'm okay with this. I feel like this dress is something worn by, like, preschoolers, and they're, like, going on stage for the first time singing Twinkle Twinkle to their parents. And I just want to look all adorable.
I mean, I have nothing against Forever 21. I bought a shirt there today.
Oh,
but it
there you
looked very Forever 21.
Okay.
Which, you know, it was $8, the shirt I bought today. So that just says something about the quality of the product.
Does it say the quality of what she's wearing or the quality of what you generally wear?
We're trying to make a statement about her dress, not me right now. But either way. The sequins, yes, it was just very childish, so it was a little distracting. But performance-wise, she sounded, I mean, she is effortless. She's effortless, a beautiful tone, and thank God for that last note, because that really made the performance stand out. Otherwise, I was kind of like, yeah, you're coasting, you're good. You're singing your song, la la la.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I felt like she was kind of coasting through. She had a really gentle voice. I felt like when she was getting, like, louder, I felt like she was trying too hard with it. She reminds me a little bit of Jewel, as far as when, like, the quieter parts, where it's just this natural, just soft, gentle voice. I don't know what that is. That is certainly not soft nor gentle. But I don't feel like this catches on her voice. I feel like her voice was too gentle for this song.
Interesting.
I felt it was too upbeat for her. And I think that hurt her. Again, she nailed it.
Yeah.
But
it didn't grab us.
It didn't grab me, at least.
Didn't grab me either. So there's us.
Right.
Not being grabbed.
We were not grabbed together.
We should.
All right.
Okay.
All right. That got weird. Then we get Current. I like how Jimbo we're just going to cut that off right now. This got awkward. Brian on Team Christina, he sings Pillow Talk by Zayn. Always a great idea to sing something current that all the young whippersnappers out there are currently downloading and listening to. You find a new arrangement of it. And I thought it was a great choice for his voice. He has a fantastic tone. Again, another guy that was just having fun. I think he nailed it, and you're giving me this look like we finally disagreed.
Wow, you read my face perfectly.
I do play poker also, so I can read. Oh, okay.
It's on.
This is on.
I have mostly negative things to say about Brian. Here's the thing. When I heard he was doing Pillow Talk, I agree with you in the sense that doing something contemporary is good for the youths, the whippersnappers,
for the youths,
as you said. But a song this new, I kind of feel like you can't mess with it, because all I could hear is Zayn doing it, and I just wish he was a little more staccato with it. It was like way too legato and smooth and long. I was like, chop that up.
I liked how he made it long like that.
Okay.
Wow.
Felt lackluster.
Is this our first fight?
This is our first fight.
As you gently toss your notes
That's
a
how I
little
say.
closer to me.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot. I mean, he's definitely that smooth R&B singer. While like Joe is gonna be like the fun guy who can sing the love songs and have the fun upbeat songs. This is like, all right, here's like the sexy song guy.
I wish he was sexier with it. I was like,
You didn't think
I
it was
didn't
sexy?
feel it, man. No. Oh, that's a great note, though.
Yeah, he nailed it. And I felt like the backup singer failed there.
Well, luckily they aren't.
They're not being eliminated. All right, after Brian, we have Justin. Now, Justin is Blake's comeback. I did not even remember who the hell this guy was. He sang "Here's a Quarter," which, again, the main people who vote are people between the ages of like 13 to 21-ish, somewhere in that range. How many of them knew that they needed a quarter to make a phone call? The song's called "Here's a Quarter," like to call someone and use a payphone.
Oh, see, I missed the message of the song because I don't know. I heard the country and I didn't really know who he was, and I just wrote strong performance. Like, it was good.
It was
good.
It was very meh.
Yeah, he'll be gone.
He better
Thanks for
be.
bringing me back, Blake.
Yeah.
Bye.
And when you have this opportunity to bring someone back, why do you choose him? You already have.
Yeah.
You already know he's the worst country singer on your team. Why do you bring in another country singer?
That's a fantastic question. Bring in someone who's not country who can mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you already have an R&B guy. You got the country. Maybe bring in, just like a young
A yodeler.
pop kid. Or the yodeler we already had. Who was the yodeler?
Kata Hay.
Kata. Yeah, and she's on Christina, so he can't.
Another yodeler. Christian, there's not just one yodeler.
There's
in the
only
world.
one yodeler per season. They have a yodeler quota.
Blake should have mixed it up. Hit me up, Blake. I can help you out.
Oh, you can? Well, let's hear it right now.
No, not me
No, there's
singing.
your shot.
I meant like
Oh.
me telling him to mix it up. Would have been helpful.
Oh. So you need to
needed-
be his advisor.
Exactly. The
Got it.
advisor to the advisor.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. Good job, Justin. Thanks for playing. Finally, the show ends tonight with Team Christina's Alison, a.k.a. Curly Sue, a.k.a. we're always going to save her for the end because she's the powerhouse.
Yes.
And that's exactly what she did when she sang Cry Baby. Dear God, this was insane.
Killed it. Done.
Every time she performs, it's just like, what do I write?
I know.
What do I put for notes? What can Christina teach her?
No. If they put her in the middle of this episode, people would have just shut off the TV. Like Jordan Smith, like, yep, we're done.
Yeah,
We're done here.
We don't need to hear anymore. We're good.
Yeah.
We're good. Yeah, she every time and you would think like maybe we're gonna start hearing like the same riffs, but we don't.
No.
She just keeps creating
She's over
different
here,
stuff.
and then she's over here.
Yeah. And by the way, she's clearly a Christian Rosenberg fan if you look at her outfit tonight. She's got the roses rocking.
Is that what that was?
She was just like, hey Christian, this one's for you. I'm like,
Did she say that?
You didn't hear it?
I missed that part.
Oh.
I was listening the entire time, but I missed that one part.
I mean, she said it like in the middle of. Oh, there it was. We just missed
Oh,
it. It was
I
right
missed
there.
it. I missed it
Is she
again.
part of the Texas Hold'ems, Christian?
Dang.
She might be Jimbo. She might be the third member of Texas Hold'em from me and WWE interviewer Renee Young. I'll have to fill you in on that
Yep.
later, because Megan has no idea what I'm talking about.
No, I don't. I will soon.
But yeah, so Alison crushed it as she always does, and that wraps up the 12 performers tonight. So we have them tonight. Tomorrow will be Adam and Pharrell's team, and then Wednesday we'll find out who will be the top 3 for each team as we then go to the final 12 next Monday. So let's do some predictions real quick right now. That's right, the lights are flash. Yeah, you're new to this.
I am. What if I was prone to
Like have seizures from that? You signed like the form, I think, when you started. Did you
so
sign
I'm
it?
not allowed to have a seizure?
We're no longer responsible.
Fair enough.
All right, so Christina and Blake, they both get 3 of their 6 performers tonight. America votes for 2 of them, and then they pick 1. who is advancing here? We'll go with Christina first. Go with Team Christina first. Do you have them divided up on who's who?
I don't.
Okay, so I'll break it down to you then.
Yeah, go.
So Christina had Ryan, Kata, Nick, Tamar. Did I pronounce it right now?
Yes, you did.
Okay. Brian and Alison.
Okay.
So out of those 6, you have to pick 3 of them.
Okay. Allison is a big...
That's a no-brainer.
Duh.
Okay.
A good one, though. Kata Hay.
Okay.
America loves her. They all told me. And Ryan, you're so beautiful, but you're Tamar. Or Ryan.
You have to pick one.
Ryan.
Okay. So you're going with Allison,
Kata,
and Ryan.
Yeah.
I am predicting Allison, Kata, and Brian.
Okay.
I really liked how he did Pillow Talk. I thought he did great there. Now Team Blake. So you have Paxton, you have Katie, you have Joe, Adam, Mary, and Justin. Should I go first this time?
You should.
Okay. I say for Team Blake, and by the way, I really feel that Blake's team overall is terrible. If I had to pick just 6 people, period, from this show, instead of just 3 from Christina, 3 from Blake, I think 5 of the 6 would have been from Christina's team.
Yeah, she's got a strong one.
She has a very strong team. But for Blake, I'm going with Katie, I'm going with Joe, and I'm going with Adam.
Oh, see, we almost lined up perfectly.
Okay.
I'm going with Joe. Mm-hmm. I'm going with Katie. I'm going with Mary Sarah.
Why with Mary?
Because I wasn't going to go with Adam.
That's the only reason?
I mean...
I had to disagree with you on something.
No. I don't want him to move on. I think he will. I guess that's my real prediction. I think he's going to move on. I just don't want him to. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Not that sorry.
For all you Adam fans, if you have hate mail, you can send it to Megan.
At Megan Boykoff.
There you go.
I'm ready for it.
Well, that wraps up this week's The Voice AfterBuzz. That wraps up your first show. How'd you think you did?
I think I did pretty good.
I think you did swell.
Until that accent.
You
right up until that.
You were nailing it until you threw whatever that was.
I'll give you a new one every week.
Oh, fair enough. Well, how can our listeners chat with you in the meantime?
They can chat with me in the meantime on my Twitter at Megan Boykoff or on my Facebook page, Megan Boykoff. You guessed it.
There you go. And you can follow me on Twitter at Real Rosenberg, Instagram at The Real Rosenberg, and you can buy my pretty swell t-shirts. I got 3 fun-filled designs at ProWrestlingTees.com/Christian Rosenberg. Jason and Steven should be back next week. Then they get to meet Megan then. What will happen? Stay tuned to find out. Thanks so much for tuning in this week. For the new host, Miss Megan Boykoff, I am Christian Rosenberg, and we will see you next week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.